Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, whether you're brand new or you've been with me since the beginning. I'm so glad to have you here and I really appreciate all of my new subscribers. My channel's growing really fast and I'm just very excited for that and I appreciate you guys. This video is about my blue journal. So it's mixed media and it's a project for me. And the video itself is filmed out in the shop. It's not where I normally work. So you'll see the dogs wandering in and out, and it's just a very different angle than you typically see. And what I did was I have a friend sitting across from me at the other table, and I'm just sitting there working in my journal and talking to her. So I had over an hour's worth of footage, and I sped it up, and there's Wilson making his first appearance. I sped it up to 3 times and tried to trim out some of the gluing and when I put my arm in front of the screen and that kind of thing. So you can just see items that I grab and what I'm putting together. While this video is playing, you'll be able to see what I did in this video, but I also wanted to talk to you about mixed media because some of the comments I've gotten let me know that you might hear Wilson snorting in the background because he's snuggling with me right now and Pooh's drinking her water. But you've let me know that you're interested in mixed media, but you're nervous about it. And I think that if you're interested in it, just jump. You can start, there's Pooh Bear in the video, and she's our older dog. And you can start mixed media anytime you want to with things that you have around the house. You can get into junk journaling. You could send me an email at craftingandrelaxing@gmail.com and tell me what supplies you might have around your house, and I could make a video showing you ideas for those supplies. It can be crayons or watercolors or an old set of colored pencils, cereal boxes, papers, newspapers. You'll see in this book that I use junk mail envelopes. These beautiful papers that I'm using, the printed papers, are from a gel plate. So it's acrylic paint on a gel plate with a brayer. That's something I can do a video on sometime if you're interested, and it's fun. You can just make a mess all day long. Here I'm going to take some Heidi Swapp spray and spray it on this paper. It didn't work the way I thought it would work, but that's part of what mixed media is about. I thought that thread there might be acrylic, which would mean that it wouldn't have soaked up the color and it would stay. I was wrong, but I tried it. Mixed media, you can try something and you've lost nothing. You're just experimenting, testing things out. So that's really what I like about it. The other thing that I love, don't get me wrong, I love scrapbook paper. I will buy Echo Park and Cartabella and Authentique papers all day long. But honestly, I don't like shopping that much. And if I can create in my color palette with stars and things that represent me, like I'm a finance person, so to slap a $100 bill in and to use ledger paper and that kind of stuff, that's really fun to me. In mixed media, you're not working in someone else's color palette. You got to pick it. You can pick it from start to finish. I can't remember if this was a cereal box or a cracker box, but this is like the 4th video on it. That piece of paper right there, I did the crayon in the hot glue gun video. It was not a good process for me, but Andrea, my friend, did it and hers turned out beautiful. So that piece is from hers. Now, when I tore it, I did end up with blue wax all over myself again, and I'll probably track it all over, but it's just gorgeous. So this stuff in here is rejects from my other projects. It's various things. It's washi tape that I would have used on cards anyway. It's extra fabric bits from my quilter friends. The options are just endless. And if you want to try something with mixed media, just try it. Don't even wait to give yourself permission. Don't wait for the perfect day when you have 8 hours. Take 20 minutes and make a mess and see if you like it. And if you don't, throw it away and make something else. Or shove it in the back of a drawer and then later you'll see a video about what you could do with it and be inspired. There I have washi tape, a paper with crayon on it, and some fabric. and it's blue all on a green piece of paper, I love that. It makes me happy. And I wouldn't have gotten that color palette in a scrapbook store, right? I have to wait till winter again, or maybe 4th of July. There's a lot of stuff for me. And don't worry, I do buy it at 4th of July. That's here in the US. I don't know. Maybe Bastille Day has the same colors too. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about that mixed media concept because I don't think you should be shy to try a new medium or a new project. That is what my channel is about. My channel is not just about paper crafting. It's not just about playing in the yard or mixed media. I want to try something new and do something new. And if you haven't read my blog, it's at craftingandrelaxing.com. I'm not very good about actually writing and updating it, but I have a couple things on there. And one of the things that I find really inspirational is it doesn't matter how old you are. You should be trying new things. And I didn't know that I would have this much fun making a junk journal for myself. I've always made cards and scrapbooks and things for other people, and I'll continue to do that, but I'll have my trashy little blue junk journal and it'll just be a great time. I wanted to make sure that you're open to that and open to these creative ideas. That paper with the flowers and tape around the edge, that was my attempt at watercolor. I don't think I put that video online because what was I gonna say? Like, here is my watercolor example. That envelope was from my husband for my birthday, and it says love of my life on it. So I put it in my book. I also have an envelope from my dad for my birthday, so it has my dad's handwriting on it. So I'm going to put that one in my book. Some of them are the envelopes. Am I like the only person that still gets the papers that you're supposed to mail the check back in for some bills? I take all those envelopes that I'm supposed to use to mail my bills back in, because of course I don't write checks, and chop them up, and I put a bunch of them in here too. And I saved all the envelopes from my birthday cards. It's just, you can get into junk journaling and it's not expensive. You don't have to leave your house. It's just a shift in mentality. A lot of the junk mail isn't junk anymore. It's, oh yay, look what I got in the mail today. You might actually be excited to get the mail. I don't know. It's really cold for some of you right now, and we even had some snow today, so maybe you don't want to get the mail, but you could. The option's there. That card box was there for a spacer. It's not actually connected yet, but I might use it. Here I decided to glue the envelope shut. I was going to leave the flap, but it's just white and it's pretty big for the book. So I thought, okay, I'm going to glue it shut and then trim the top off. And I have other ones that will be more narrow. One thing that's fun in your junk journal is if not everything is the same size. Some pages are skinny and some are wide and some are tall and some are short. And I will do a final flip through. I don't know how I'll know for sure when this is done, but I'm still establishing backgrounds and setting things up. I'm having a lot of fun. The basket that I'm working out of for supplies today, I've been throwing blue things or things that I found around the house that I liked. This was a Ghirardelli chocolate bag. It's beautiful. It's blue and it's foil, right? We buy foiled papers. So I thought, great. It does not tear. I figured that out. That's why you saw that I didn't tear it. So I cut it and then I cut it a little better so that I would like how it looked in the book. This is another one of the gel prints that I made and wanted to include some of a variety of work that I've done in my book. One of my friends is going to make a journal out of her paint pours. She's going to take the canvases off the frames and turn those into a big journal binder thing. Whatever makes you happy can go in your book. Mine is color themed and junky. Hers is going to be lots of colors. It's probably going to have a lot of green and purple too. So when you look at my junk journal, you can think about what inspires you and what works. Here's that fabric tape that I got. It's blue. I mean, it's a little flowery for me, but I still really like it. And when I put things on a page, I like them asymmetrical, and I like jewelry and things that are at angles and swirl. Okay, this is a funny thing here. I've had this on my bulletin board for a couple years. My sister wrote me a note inside a gift that she gave me. And it's sort of tradition that we guess what gifts are, which is sometimes awkward, right? Because I might guess that you got me diamond earrings and you got me a keychain. But this picture shows you sheets and a pillowcase. I had this comforter set, the whole set, and the sheets and the pillowcase when I was little, and I loved it. And then we put it away for years, and I had bunk beds, and then I think I even had it on my bed again in high school for years. And my sister found me the flat sheet, the pillowcase, gave me a nice white fitted sheet to go with it, and the coffee mug. And this was the note that she put in the box. And it's been on my bulletin board for a couple of years. If you're saving things in boxes or bowls or cupboards or things that would make you happy when you flipped through the page, I mean, to have a note that says, "I love you, sister," and a funny joke with it, I wanted that in my book, so I put it in there. There's no rules. It has to be art as defined by using a paintbrush. Nothing. This is a sheet of washi in a 6x6 sheet. You might have seen it in one of my winter card videos. I didn't actually use it then, but I thought I would use it here because it's blue. It's really hard to get off the backing. I did try and punch a star out of it. I don't recommend you do that because the plastic was really hard and that didn't go well for me. But I'm just trying to figure ways to use it. I wanted some stripes of it on there. Whatever you want in your book. You might have a whole bunch of fortunes around your house that you've kept. You might have photos from specific concerts or tickets, anything that you want. This piece of paper that I'm playing with now, I made a pocket. It was too big for this book, but I love the stars, and I decided to change my mind and make it a vertical pocket instead of horizontal. So I put Beacon's glue on the back of that. It's clear and it's sturdy. And then I taped it down with washi because I didn't know if it was going to stay very well. That's the other thing about art journaling. You don't have to have any specific glue. The reason I didn't use art glitter glue in this video is because it was in the house and I was in the shop and it was cold out. And my dogs are major anxiety dogs, so it's hard for me to go back and forth and move around and get stuff. I'm not really free to move about the planet all the time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this and that you're inspired. Have a great day. Bye-bye.